coaches. Thank your coaches, guys. And last, I want to thank all of you, the students. Just for all your hard work and the effort you give. No matter what the score is or the record, you guys play hard across the board. I was able to see every one of you, every one of the teams at some point during the year have their game or practice, whatever it might be. There's one thing that Adelson always does, and that's we play hard. You guys never quit no matter the score, and you have fun. Okay, and that's what's important, having fun. We had a lot of you that played sports this year. If you didn't play, I encourage you to join one next year. All the seasons are short. They're about 6 weeks in length. Everything's after school till about 4:45, 5:30 at the latest. But come out and play a sport next year. More time to be with your friends. It's a good thing. So for the awards, each coach, okay, so the coach of your team was asked to pick 3 or 4 awards, depending on the size of your team. The coach also gets to decide the name of the award. Okay, it might be sportsmanship, player of the year, most prominent, whatever it might be, the coach decides, and it's different for each sport, okay, which is unique. Some of the coaches couldn't be here. The ones that couldn't be here gave me a short summary of the season, and I will read the awards. Some of the other coaches are here, as you have seen, and they'll talk about your season and hand out your awards. If you receive an award, okay, come up on stage, okay, I or your coach will hand it to you. Remain on stage until all of the awards are given out. Okay, so if there's 2, 3, or 4 awards, I'll let you know. Just stay up here until all of the awards are given out, then you can go back up. Okay, so we are going to start by talking about tennis. Okay, Coach Tyler couldn't be here, so this is what Coach Tyler gave me. Due to such a short season and a little time to practice, we got off to a slow start. We played the toughest teams right out of the gate. This did not diminish the kids' attitudes. They always went out and gave it their best. As the season went on, their play improved tremendously. The last match of the season, we lost by a tiebreaker. However, I remember how happy the kids were because we had some great individual wins. I'm very proud of this team and had a great time being their coach. I look forward to coaching some of them again next year. Tennis has 2 awards if we're a smaller team. The first award is Most Improved. This player came out eager from day one, always asking how to get better and improve upon his technique. He always had a great attitude and improved all season. The Most Improved award for tennis goes to Jacob Reuter. The other award for tennis is the MVP award. This award was a doubles player most of the season, but kept improving. The last match of the season, I threw him in a single match against the other team's #1 player. He rose to the challenge and won, just as I knew he would. Very impressed on what he did all season. MVP is Ethan Saunders. Next, we're going to move on to soccer. Okay, we're going to talk about soccer now. Okay, this is what Coach Hunt gave me. Okay, first off, Coach Hunt said he had a great time coaching this year. Really said he couldn't make it. He coaches 2 other club teams. I think many of you know. I believe he has a tournament somewhere. He also coaches our high school team here. Okay, so those of you hopefully stay with us to play for Coach as a high school team. He said, I had a great time coaching this season. The players always made each day enjoyable. We improved not only individually, but as a team over the season. Most games, we only had 1 or 2 subs, which makes it hard in the heat. But that didn't matter. Our players always gave it their best. Losing is never easy, but that didn't stop these players from having fun and competing each and every day. Okay. So moving forward, we have 4 awards. So soccer, when you come up, wait till all 4 of you on the stage. First would be Best Offense. Coach said this player is very skilled. He has a skill set that would translate to even the high school level. In fact, he probably has more skill than some of our high school players. Best Offense is Joel De Leon.
Yeah, Joel!
Next award we have Team Spirit. Coach Coach said this individual was the heartbeat of our team. No matter what, always had a smile on their face, encouraging others, giving a great effort. Team spirit goes to Noya Boulder. Okay, next award, Coach said is the Sportsmanship Award. Said this individual also won the Leadership Award, Captain's Award, you name it, did everything asked and went above and beyond for the teammates and the team, or teammates and the team. This goes to Jocelyn Stennis. Okay, last award is the MVP. Coach said this individual kept us in games most of the time. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't know what the score would have been. MVP, Jacob Koenig. Okay, we're now going to move on to 7-8 volleyball. Okay, 7-8 volleyball. Coach Brooke also sent me a message to read to all of you girls. She said, "Girls, you had such a great season. We may not have won every game, we always went out and fought hard. We never gave up, and every single player improved. I hope all of you continue to play and wish you the best of luck next year." And she emphasized, "I hope all of you continue to play." Moving on to the awards. Best defense, she said this individual had the most days, and this goes to Jaden Garshovsky. Most improved goes to Amber Love. Next award is Best Offense. Coach said this individual is only starting to touch her potential. Really thinks she could become an even better player. She sticks with it. Best Offense goes to Leah Gall. Last award for volleyball is the MVP award. Coach said this player was the best player on the court at all times, but was most impressive was she was such a great teammate, always encouraging others, great sportsmanship, great leader. MVP, Ariella De Leon. Volleyball. Miss Zider, in the class, I believe. I'm not sure. Miss Zider said she had a great and fun time coaching the girls. Proud of how hard they worked and improved. What made her most proud is how great each and every one of you cared for one another. How you were all great teammates and wanted each and every one of them to achieve the best. Coach Zider has 3 awards. Okay, so we have 3 awards. First award is the Coach's Award. This player worked very hard every single practice and never gave up. She put in work outside of practice, working on her serve and always asked questions to better her skill. The Coach's Award goes to Maddie Brown. Next award for 5-6 volleyball is Most Improved. This player also put in extra work outside of to practice, and it certainly showed. Her knowledge of where to be on the court and how to work with her teammates on the court grew tremendously. By the end of the season, she was consistently getting her serves over and always motivating her teammates. Most improved goes to Kayla Katz. Final award for 5-6 volleyball, MVP award. Although this player just started playing this season, she picked it up very quickly. She skipped over the underhand serve and went straight to learning how to do a phenomenal overhand serve. Her unstoppable serves and great athletic instinct helped her team in many games. MVP goes to Jocelyn Stimm. Okay, Coach Barrett's going to come up now. We're going to start with, she's going to talk about cross country and then basketball. So cross country and then 5-6 goes basketball.
Okay, so first I'm going to talk about cross country. Just to give you a little bit about it, we started in August. The season is not so long, but the kids came out this year and did a fantastic job. The last, I think, 3 or 4 years, I used the few years here. I mean, last year was the year that one of my four actually did a fantastic job.
Okay, Coach Lane's going to come talk about swimming now.
He's not supported each other. I'm proud to say that every member of our team scored this season, which is not always the case. And because of our efforts, we made it back to the playoffs this year. This year, we crushed our main rival, the Meadows, by 15 points. And this year, we made it to the playoffs by beating a Faith Lutheran team in overtime. Player who shows the most excitement, the most spirit for the team. A player who goes all out every practice and every game. A player who one time was out of school sick, but he came anyway for the game and just sat on the game. We know it is. It's Lennox. The rising star. This was a tough one. Sometimes an award like this comes down to one moment. Not just how much someone scores, but their character and their will to win. When we won against Faith Lutheran, this fifth grader put the team, this player put the team on his shoulders and scored 6 points in overtime so that we can get in the playoffs. Rising star, Zachary. There was money on that, I think. All right. So MVP, most valuable player, goes to a player who can do it all and play every single position. He was our leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading shot blocker, and leader in fouls called against him. He's a great athlete and a great leader, and he was last year's rising star. Congratulations, MVP Jacob. The Captain's Award. Captain's Award goes to a player who leads by example. The player who runs hard every practice in every drill. The player who shows leadership in the games, in practice, and just walking around school. A player who, when you instruct him to take the ball to the basket, decides to throw up and actually make three-pointers in a row, which I love that. So this year, the Captain's Award goes to Elon the Phenom.
All right, so I had a pleasure of working with both 7th and 8th blue and white. So I'm gonna do the white 7th and 8th grade boys team first for their awards. So first we have the MVP award, and that's for Aaron. All right, most improved, Harris Lynn. All right, in the Sportsmanship Award, Michael Horan. All right, and best team player, Ethan Saunders.
Good job, guys.
All right, so these next awards will be for the 7th and 8th grade blue. Just before I go into the individual awards, this was like one of the funnest seasons I've had. Guys came to practice every day, worked hard, fell short of the playoffs, but we definitely was deserving, just how we went out and just how hard we worked. And also the parents always showed up every game, showed support, so that's always great. So the first award, so this player, he struggled a little bit, but always stayed solid, consistent, and worked hard and did other things for us, even though he wasn't scoring the ball, but just a great overall kid, athlete, and that's Delton. All right, the next one is for most improved. I had a pleasure of coaching all these guys last year, so just seeing the growth in them and seeing how much they worked on their game and developed. And the most improved award goes to Evan. All right, so for this next award, this first kid, he always worked hard, improved a lot in his game, but just was consistent every season, all season, won us some games, made some big shots, and just worked hard overall. The next player, this was my first year working with him. Just an all-around talent and really helped us as well. And so for co-MVPs, Alex and Ron.
All right, well, that concludes our award ceremony. Thank you for coming.